Sometimes you gotta act depressed to get your relationship back. This is abusive behavior. Creepy monster caught on camera located in Ohio. This is an owl. Alright, this is kinda scary. Why? 2019 to 2024. The picture on the right is edited. A little bit of bleach and vinegar actually helps the flowers live longer. Mixing bleach and vinegar or another acid releases chlorine gas, which is toxic. Watch a latex Chad billionaire punch out poor people in the debut gameplay trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow. Batman does not punch random poor people, as the tweet suggests. He specifically attacks criminals. I've been dying of laughter at this for 5 minutes and I don't know why. Fun fact, this orange fraud doesn't eat a single piece of lasagna this entire movie. He does. 65 years for robbing a UPS truck is crazy. That man is going to jail for R and murder. Gen X is aging badly. She's 22. Gen X was born between 1965 and 1980. A simple, beautiful life. I was made to read books, wear pretty dresses, spend time in nature, and fall widely in love. Strawberries do not grow on trees. As little as half an egg a day is associated with premature death. No correlation between eating a healthy diet with eggs and cardiovascular risk. A link to a Harvard study is included below. The physician's statement is misleading because it uses fear of early death in order to sell his book. Guys, what are the possible effects of the 20 cigarette adapter? What do cigarettes even do? Cancer. Aliens might be living among us, disguised as humans, or in a base inside the moon, according to a new Harvard study. Factual correction. The study itself claims aliens can be living among us, and it's not yet peer-reviewed or published. It's just a hypothesis, speculating about things without much proven fact. Annoying kids outside screaming non-stop. I went full old man and blasted a 7.4 hertz tone out of my window, and they left within 5 minutes. Can't believe that worked. Too high-pitched for me to hear, but not them. 7.4, also known as the mosquito, can cause hearing damage, trigger seizures, and creates problems for wild and domestic animals. It is dangerous to use it indiscriminately in populated areas. Gen Z would never understand. This photo was taken in a family video in 2019, which their stores would later close in 2020. Gen Z, beginning in 1997, very much know about video rental stores. A reminder that Womp and Thwomp are two separate beings. These are both Thwomps. The Super Size Me documentary guy who ate McDonald's every day for 30 days just died of cancer. We're not going to say it was the McDonald's, but Morgan Spurlock, creator of Super Size Me, was an alcoholic for over 30 years. Alcoholism has been shown to dramatically increase your likelihood of developing cancer. Looks like SpaceX will have to scramble a rescue mission to save 2 US astronauts stuck in Boeing Starliner capsule. Nobody is stuck on the ISS. I recently discovered that he's not saying "It's-a-me, Mario" because "Itsumi" is the Japanese word for super. This isn't true. Nintendo's website always referred to the catchphrase as "It's-a-me, Mario" and never "Itsumi, Mario," which is why it's been debunked. Lighthouse distribution in Africa. Uganda does not have lighthouses. America is the greatest country on earth, excluding China. The presentation was not from an American company. It was Ola, which is Indian. 7-year-old girl spends $3,000 and maxes out on her mother's credit card. This video is staged. The daughter did not actually max out her mother's credit card. They have made similar videos before, and the mother admitted they are skits. Happy birthday to the beloved River Phoenix, who would have turned 54 if Johnny Depp hadn't killed him. Johnny Depp has never been suspected or suggested to have murdered River Phoenix. ByteDance is reportedly considering selling TikTok without the algorithm to someone outside the tech industry. ByteDance isn't planning to sell TikTok, according to multiple credible news sources. A mother's love is unique and unmatched. That's the father, not the mother. Female pheasant-tailed cicanas leave after they lay their eggs. To find a new mate, the male takes care of the eggs and chicks. Lesbians can be attracted to men, can kiss men, can do the deed with men, date multiple men, have the deed with multiple men, cuddle men, do whatever they want with men, consensually. Lesbians are not attracted to men. How to change the structure of your face. Your facial structure isn't all genetic. It can be transformed even after you're fully done developing. This thread immediately directs you to buy a product. Physical face structure, phenotypes, are almost entirely hereditary, with only muscle and fat modifying this. While some things can develop a stronger jawline, this thread is likely just promotional material. Flaunts her Birkins, Range Rover, and Texas mansion, but the 25 million Olympic gymnast has given no handouts to her penniless birth mum, who works as a cashier to make ends meet. Her mum abandoned her. Source: literally you, Daily Mail. Can someone explain why people are anti-nuclear? Because coal is cleaner. Coal is not in fact cleaner than nuclear energy. There's no dark side of the moon. The Galaxy S23 Ultra. Capture your night skies and share with us by replying to this thread. Samsung phones digitally fake images taken of the moon to make them appear shallow. sharper. It's so pathetic that Kendrick fans would justify this. To say that he addressed it on his album, Kendrick is a wife beater, and Drake did expose him. In this clip, Kendrick is describing how he snapped back against a bully who was repeatedly harassing him back when he was in 2nd grade. I should have died that day. Ladies call me George because I'm curious. There is no history of anybody referring to this user as George. Raw milk is safer than pasteurized milk. Raw milk may contain pathogens such as Cryptosporidium, STEC, Listeria monocytogenes, and Salmonella enterica, which can cause death. A Skibidi Toilet movie and TV franchise is in the works from Michael Bay. You idiots keep falling for fake discussion film accounts. It's embarrassing. This is the real discussing film. Peanut butter is a liquid. We said what we said. Peanut butter is technically a Bingham plastic, a subset of non-Newtonian fluids. But under ASTM D4 35992, it is classified as a liquid, not a solid. The TSA considers the nut spreader liquid, but is unrestricted if it's a sandwich ingredient. Biggest tech event of 2024. The iPhone 16 drops next month. Here are 8 mind-blowing features you can't afford to miss. 3 is insane. Not only is the post clickbait, but the features listed in the thread are features from iOS 18. iOS 18 and its features will also be available in earlier versions of iPhone, and Apple Intelligence will be available also in iPhone 15. Lil Tay is back and she got a BBL. Lil Tay is 16 years old, and she does not in fact have a BBL. Wasn't she like abused by her family or something? Taylor Swift wore T earrings at the 87th show of the Eras Tour. That is a cross. Neymar slid into my girl's DMs with a whole wife and kids. Maybe he just wanted to play soccer with me by reaching out to her, but I don't know. This is a fake screenshot made to generate engagement. Neymar has not spent more than 24 hours without posting stories on his Instagram account. I have a huge pee-pee. This was already debunked in November last year by basically every single major news source in multiple countries. Hi Germans, how to host perfectly? Just ask Qatar. More than 6,000 people died building the stadiums for the Qatar World Cup. OMG, it's real. It's not real. This is a scam. This 14-year-old CEO rejected a $30 million buyout offer. Shortly after this video, the company was exposed as a scam orchestrated by Kyle Sandler, who conned 1.6 from Opelika investors with fabricated deals and press releases. We're aware of significant social media commentary. Some of the comments are personal and hurtful. This is unacceptable. Being able to speak out against police behavior is not only acceptable, it is crucial to a free society. A thread of famous celebrities before and after they became famous. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has been famous since childhood. England ruined every country they came across. Spain didn't. The Spanish Empire was one of the most destructive and deadly in human history. If Jake Paul can knock me out, every single person who likes this will get 50k. I'll put that in my contract. Dylan Dennis is worth 2 million. He would only be able to give 50,000 to 40 people. He is known to delete tweets of giveaways once he gets community noted. No way. Next level. It is an edited video using AI. The original video doesn't have a dog. Against all odds. World of Warcraft subscription price hasn't changed in 20 years. World of Warcraft subscription has been increased several times over the years across the world, with the exception of USA. It even was reported by a PC gamer themselves. PC gamer has dementia. Fanboy and Chum Chum never aired at Cartoon Network. In fact, this animated series was produced and is a Nickelodeon property. Sabrina Carpenter's obsession with Camila Cabello over the years. This image of Sabrina Carpenter has been digitally altered. Thoughts? 30 years ago, we sat in school classrooms quietly. No ADHD anywhere. Kids ate peanuts and had zero food allergies. Almost no kids were obese. Autism simply didn't exist. Any ideas? This is what's known as perspective bias. All of this stuff did exist 30 years ago, but were not as widely well known at the time as they are today. That doesn't mean they didn't exist. Yes, just because you are uneducated does not mean it does not exist. Welcome to La Liga, Kylian Mbappe. This bozo edited the picture. Aaron Paul claims he made $0 from Breaking Bad streaming on Netflix. Aaron Paul was paid by AMC per episode. His character was supposed to last only 1 season, but was still paid millions for the role. Netflix did not create Breaking Bad and are not contractually obligated to pay anyone except AMC for the streaming rights. This company sells sunlight at night. Important context. In case it isn't obvious, this shows a simulated video. No such satellites have been launched yet, and the practicality of on-demand light from orbital mirrors remains unproven. As if the English are fighting the Germans already. This video contains an audio excerpt from a not safe for work video, which means when opening this in front of your mother-in-law, you may very well end up embarrassed and with some explaining to do. This user is impersonating Pedro Neto, likely because the user is a virgin. Pedro does not have X, only Instagram. Simply roll water and pay attention to its growth. Each roll contains fertilizer to rejuvenate the fragile turf area. area. In the package shipping details, it provides 1 biodegradable glass seed mat. Seed is not included, which is questionable given the name seed mat. This item is more likely a seed starter mat, which would require a separate purchase of seeds. Man, why can't people just sell what they're supposed to be selling? Cristiano Ronaldo has never lost a match in which he scored the winning goal. Greatness on another level. Factual error. Despite the wording of this tweet making it seem impossible for Ronaldo to lose despite scoring the winning goal, this is still incorrect. Ronaldo scored the winning goal in a 1-0 defeat to Granada in 2013. He scored this winning goal in the wrong net. They are going to lead us to a war because they think they own a country they hate. This is my flag, and it doesn't have any stars. The sun is a star. They're literally worshipping a golden calf in the Olympics opening ceremony. Wake the hell up! That is a bull. People love to sound sophisticated and brag about European art and architecture. I've seen America's and I've seen what they've got. They can't touch ours. The copper statue, a gift from the people of France, was designed by French sculptor Bartholdi. Its metal framework was built by Eiffel. The statue was dedicated in October 1886. OMG, Creamfields Festival UK. These clips are not from Creamfields 2024, but are from Dominator Festival in Netherlands earlier in 2024. He came, he saw, he owned Madrid, then left. He did not own Madrid. Barcelona lost all 3 recent competitive games against Madrid when he was in the squad. Developing, Rick Ross describes a fighter jet shooting his private plane out of the sky before miraculously surviving the crash landing. Rick Ross's plane had an emergency crash land on May 3rd, 2024. Rick Ross jokingly made this video blaming Drake for the incident. How to get any unreleased skin for free. Go before patch. This is obviously fake. There is no such thing as a free skin. The new skins aren't even in the game files. No problem, I don't give a damn. XQC's response to being asked if Mr. Beast invited him to his new creator video. This tweet, while partially accurate, deliberately misses important context, something this account does often. XQC followed up by saying, "No one is entitled or deserves to be invited." Kamala Harris formally becomes the first black woman and first Asian American to lead the ticket of a political party. Ain't she Indian? What do you mean Asian American? India isn't Asia. The horseman of 13+ websites infested with underage users. The age range for Scratch is designed especially for 8 to 16, not just for 13+, but all people of ages share and create with Scratch. What do you notice about women in China compared to the women in the United States? I noticed that China women are rewarded $768,000 by their country for gold, and the United States rewards their women athletes $37,000 for winning gold. China does not pay its athletes this amount for gold medals. Hong Kong, which has its own NOC and competes independently of China, offers gold medal winners that amount of money. Warning, the White House has turned red, white, and blue for the second night in a row. It's happened. What is happening? There are so many tweets like this. Oh, it's happening. The world's ending. Apocalypse. The White House is lit up red and white and blue for the 2024 Olympics. Infamous for its starvation wages, Walmart just posted staggering first quarter profits. The surge is a result of its strategic shift towards catering to affluent shoppers, while its full-time workers continue to rely on Medicaid and food stamps. Walmart non-corporate associates average hourly wage is at $7.50 an hour with full-time benefits. The Pacers take game 1 in Boston. They lost. Good morning. This account is a fake account, also called a catfish account, who is posting images in order to farm engagements and followers, and most of such kind of fake accounts later change the username or sell their account. My Euro summer vibe. No phone summer. The object on the left is in fact a phone. That's Multiverses tracking my IP. Multiverses uses AI to track your IP and location for the online mode. This is how the internet works. 2024 World Champions. They won the NBA Championship, which makes them the NBA Championships, not World Champions. Please report this account. The username was stolen. I love Kiwi for lunch is their new username. The Fur Affinity Twitter was hacked, and the hacker changed their name. To prevent the ad from being lost forever, someone picked it up to hold on to it, and the hacker is trying to send people after a Good Samaritan, also known as the colonizer community, to the world outside the West. Neither Canada, Finland, Ireland, Iceland, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Switzerland, blah 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 blah, were ever colonial powers. However, the largest colonial power still in existence, the Russian Federation, is missing from this map. I think Paul needs to stop posting on Twitter and pick up a book. Permission to die, the doctor said. So no risks, play it safe, stand in line. Is that really living though? The Liver King has been known to promote a lifestyle known as ancestral living, but he has been dishonest in his use of steroids and other muscle growth chemicals. So be careful following his advice on anything to eat or put in your body. According to the internet, I lied about cancer. However, for those last 2 years, I have been treating the symptoms symptoms of that cancer. Blood tests, medications, and so much more. We still have one test left to do, to verify which cancer it is. For now, we have been treating the... Boogie has admitted to lying about cancer. Is this you playing with a minor? Good one, she/her. The internet will never fix your real threat, depression. The real threat is Dr. Disrespect, as he texted minors inappropriately, making him a predator. Here's my case for why you should vote for the crab. Hashtag Minecraft mob vote. All the information released about the mob vote specifies that the crab claw increases reach by placing blocks. Nothing about breaking blocks, nor hitting entities. How Apple Intelligence works. OpenAI. iPhone. Your data. Apple. Apple Intelligence does not give your personal data to OpenAI. ChatGPT can be used by Apple Intelligence, specifically Siri, but is not required. A prompt is offered ahead of time before sending your request to OpenAI, and only prompt data is shared. Wait, Elon, why are you spreading misinformation? I thought you hate misinformation. Bruh. When lug nuts are too tight to loosen with wrench, using your foot and bouncing carefully on wrench, and using your car as support for balance, as shown in the video, is a common method to increase leverage to loosen the lug nuts. American Apocalypse games. The Metro video game series is Ukrainian, not Russian. I don't know how that's got anything to do with this. I think there was text at the top, but I don't know what it is. Men's mental health doesn't matter. Men's mental health doesn't matter. Mental health does, in fact, matter for every human being. You think the itsy bitsy spider gave a damn about the rain? No, it climbed up the spout again. Lock in. It's important to note that the sun came out and dried up all the rain of all the lies told about me. This is the most egregious. People are literally photoshopping me standing on my tippy toes now. Dave Portnoy does stand on his tippy toes, as shown in this video of him being photographed. They created a photo taken 50 years later, in the summer of 1972. This image is generated by AI. I did some web searching and this is actually real. Pensioner stuns zoo visitors after strolling into lion enclosure with pet dog. This is not real. The state I live in, Texas, has a higher GDP than your entire country. That's nice. Oh wait, that's non-factual. Just looked it up, sorry. The GDP of Texas is larger than the GDP of Canada. Name a villain who was 100% right, was betrayed and jailed by his master. He was jailed due to rampaging in the Valley of Peace. Context is key. Yeah, people just forgot that because he looks so cool. If you're in a relationship, your partner is entitled to your body. No, they aren't. What grown adult plays video games? As of 2025, there are approximately 1.17 billion people between the ages of 18 to 34 who still play video games, with 1.3 billion more who are 35 plus. Cows produce milk, bees produce honey, chickens produce eggs, women produce humans. What do men produce? We produce semen. If y'all never had Chicago deep dish pizza, I feel bad for y'all. Who the hell wants pizza with no cheese? It's under the sauce. This doesn't look nice, is that just me? I made an oil painting of 21. This is an AI. This is not an AI. Does the Fibonacci sequence suggest that time itself is a recursive process? No. Support a small artist? AI art. Nuh-uh. It's not, idiot. It's so very obviously AI. It is, in fact, not AI. Most women who attend college leave college with 100 to 300 bodies. 30 to 50 is below average for a modern woman nowadays. The median American woman aged 25 to 49 has 4.3 partners. The Cybertruck's drifting performance is insane. Not once does the Cybertruck initiate a drift in this video. A simple, beautiful life. I was made to read books, wear pretty dresses, spend time in nature, and fall wildly in love. Strawberries do not grow on trees. Wow, I always thought nuclear bombs were fake. Now I realize they're not even possible. Nuclear weaponry is one of the most well-documented parts of militaries around the world, used extensively since the end of World War II. 51 seconds is enough for me to prove the Earth is flat. This claim is false. The Earth is an oblate spheroid, as confirmed by centuries of scientific evidence, including satellite imagery, GPS data, and the physics of gravity. Lesbians can be attracted to men, can kiss men, do the deed with men, date multiple men, the deed with men, cuddle men, do whatever they want, consensually. Lesbians cannot be attracted to men. If a lesbian started liking men, then they are no longer a lesbian, but a bisexual person. Streamers are at risk after a study found that AI can guess passwords by listening to the sound of keys being pressed. This was a study conducted in 2023, only on a single MacBook Pro, over a phone call and a Zoom call. A hacker would need to have a full sample of your keyboard with perfect sound quality and keystrokes to be extremely slow to determine each character. My 16-year-old niece just started her first job at the Tim Hortons in our small town. Proud uncle moment. This is an AI photo. The Amazing Spider-Man. I love how he crawls over him like a real freaky deaky spider. He's so silly. Stolen word for word, bar for bar. This JoJo panel was so tough, so I decided to redraw it. W or W? He didn't draw it. The original is from a TikTok account. He even cut the whole draw to not show the original artist. Therapy is expensive, but reading a book is free? Free? Do you hear yourself? Have you ever been to a bookstore? Libraries provide books to the public for free. Not one American flag in sight. The image has been cropped to exclude the American flag. Pretty sure this guy's job is to rage bait tweets and make money from Twitter Blue. So, the fastest way to kill motivation is to make your identity depend on the outcome. It's called ego involvement. When failing becomes failing as a person, your brain starts avoiding the whole thing. Not because you don't care, but because you care too much. This account steals content and reposts without attribution. The same people who claim that humans are so much smarter and superior to other animals still keep repeating the same tired arguments. Compassion isn't a difficult concept to understand. PETA has killed over 47,000 animals since 1998 with a kill rate of almost 90. That's high. 25% of young men are now deemed NEETs, meaning they are no longer in education, employment, or training per Fortune. The statement is false. Fortune reported that there are about 4 million Gen Zs in the USA who can be classified as NEETs. There are approximately 69 million Gen Zs in America. Thus, only about 6% of Gen Z in the USA can be classified as NEETs. Spider-Man vs. Lizard by Wins. I wish this artist had Twitter to receive the credits. The art belongs to the artist Wins, who can be found at 1998 Wins on Twitter. Sabrina Carpenter. Wait, shouldn't the letters being projected on her chest be upside down and backwards? No. Do your thing, X. Identify this a-hole. X, please do not identify this person, because doing so is called doxing and can get you in jail for 2 to 5 years. Superman bleeding? That's Clark Kent, who works at the Daily Planet. He is not Superman. Superman does not wear glasses. The hub is now blocked in Alabama. 17 states total. We're winning! The hub is not blocked in Florida. I know this because I live in Florida, and I'm on it right now. 42-year-old vigilante from Nebraska arrested for killing 30 predators. The story is fake. It didn't happen. Oh, that's a shame. A typical camel can drink 200 liters of water in 3 minutes. No, that's not true. Camels can only drink as much as 121 liters of water in 15 minutes. This trailer is being forced as an ad to inflate the numbers. My daughter watching YouTube got this. Man, this is desperate. The point of trailers is to advertise the movie. Carlos, you know movies do that to make money, right? I see dozens of missiles above me, going into the bomb shelter now. The full-blown war has officially begun. This X account is run by Ashutosh Shukla, an individual from India. Why would people hate Spain? They never colonized anyone, unlike the English. Spain is one of the largest colonizers in history. Literally every foreigner in Asia, when they see another foreigner, I'm the last samurai. No, I'm the last samurai. Tom Cruise is not the last samurai in the movie Last Samurai. Instead, his character is a witness to, the ally of, the man who is actually the last samurai. Katsumoto, who is played by his co-star, Ken Watanabe. Americans sure love giving their data away to the CCP in exchange for free stuff. DeepSeek can be locally run without an internet connection, unlike OpenAI's models. Breaking: Taylor Swift has lost an estimated $150 million over the boycotting of her merchandise and memorabilia after she endorsed This is a fabricated lie. Taylor Swift hasn't lost money post the endorsement. The article was satire. Happy Thursday, you guys. Not sure what the rainbow has to do with it being Thursday. Can we go a day without any virtue signaling? LeVar Burton was the host of a popular educational TV show called Reading Rainbow, which aired on PBS for 26 years. 77-year-old women shouldn't be on the stage pretending they're 20. They should be at home spending time with loved ones and family. Dolly Parton had endometriosis and was unable to have children. Warning, the White House has turned red, white, and blue for the second night in a row. It's happening! The White House has lit up red, white, and blue for the 2024 Olympics. The 24-hour sun in Antarctica objectively doesn't prove a spinning globe. Get over it. Midnight sun is a phenomenon where the sun remains visible at midnight. This occurs in the polar regions. The sun in the North Pole moves from left to right. In Antarctica, the sun moves from right to left. There is no explanation other than that Earth is a sphere. Future has summoned the evil Lord Cthulhu, bringing darkness upon Earth for 30 years. Fearmongering. The Dark Lord Cthulhu will only bring darkness for 5 years, not 30. US citizens from Puerto Rico. Yeah, they're aliens. They should be deported. Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States, and Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Josh Brolin's Thanos will have a cameo in Avengers Doomsday. This post is misleading with no source whatsoever. No source gets 30k likes, then rumors start spreading, and then before you know it, everyone thinks this is happening, and it never happens, then we're all disappointed. I look better without you. Really cool sandwich in hidden replies. That's not a sandwich. It's 73% of all women from every class survived the sinking of the Titanic. Only 19% of of men survived. The men tried to take the lifeboats from the women and children, but there was a captain who threatened to shoot them. Titanic history is often confused with the movie, which is fictional. Men did not try and take boats, more women and children survived. Flight or fight kicks in, and many desperately tried to live. Everyone keeps asking how Sonic is racing underwater, yet no one asks how SpongeBob, a character who canonically can't drive, can compete in a race, let alone win. You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. You're shopping for your kid's favorite superhero. These are side by side. Which toy are you choosing? The toy on the left is fan-made, while the toy on the right is an actual DC product, and costs around $250 USD. That's because it's fiction. Everything is fine in fiction. Fiction doesn't affect reality. Because of fiction, many people believe cats drink milk. Fiction affects reality. Despite the fact that cats are lactose intolerant, most cats do, in fact, like milk. And there is lactose-free milk made and sold just for cats. More than 30 years ago, Stanley Meyer invented a fuel cell that could make all cars run on any kind of water for only $1,500. Fresh water, rainwater, and even salt water. Then he got murdered. While Stanley Meyer claimed to have invented a revolutionary water-powered car, his invention was legally deemed fraudulent, and his death was ruled as due to natural causes, not murder. Fast and Furious actor Sung Kang with his family. Wait, he's black? Sung Kang is not black. He was born to Korean parents, but he was raised by his Korean mother and black American stepfather. This is what a $7.2 million whiskey looks like. That's a $5,000 bottle of boys I shoot my shot at versus boys who shoot their shot at me. Brian has never expressed interest in this broad. Breaking. The Tesla board of directors have opened the search for a CEO to succeed Elon Musk. Tesla stated that this is false. China will bend the knee by the end of the month. Bookmark this. China did not bend the knee. This guy was wrong. Some airlines are reportedly set to launch standing seats in 2026. From the actual article, no actual airlines are listed as considering or implementing a standing seat. Ryanair, who refer to in the article, have denied any interest in implementing these. Guys, but I know no matter what, you'll always keep me in one piece. They are not the original artist. DEI female wrecks company truck over a bridge. If you watch the video, you can clearly see the other vehicle crossing the center line entering the truck driver's lane. I got charged $1 for being a white American. This is racist. Cheese. You forgot about the cheese. I got a huge scoop for you guys. So spoilers for Superman. The real identity of Superman is Clark Kent, a journalist at the Daily Planet. Superman's identity is currently unknown, and unlike Clark Kent, he doesn't wear glasses. This scoop is conjecture based on unreliable information. I was wrong, I'm so sorry, took post down. Additional context. This user made a big mistake confusing a real artist with AI. This ended with the artist being bullied and closing their account. Tell your son to stop acting like he's the coldest one out here, and put up a 4-8 season. He will be a top 5 pick. He was not a top 5 pick. And Fox News is banned in Europe. I wonder why. Fox News is not banned in Europe. It's available in most European countries, including Italy, UK, Ireland, Netherlands, France, Spain, Portugal, and Scandinavia directly or via partnerships. It has not broadcast in a few countries due to low ratings. Finally adding a Rampage for real to the collection, one of 2. That's not my signature, bro. Where did you get that? Rampage Jackson has since confirmed he does remember signing these stickers. He said he doesn't normally sign with his government name, but had to for these cards. The rise in HMPV cases in northern China is predicted to persist until March of 2025. What the hell do I have to do with this? I'm a suit. Brian has thus far been cleared of any wrongdoing or involvement. He will now be pursuing legal action. After 15 years, solar panels are no longer efficient and must be disposed of. But this trash is highly toxic and poses major environmental and health risks. Solar panel waste is 300 times more harmful than nuke waste. Solar lasts 30 to 35 years. Panels are mostly aluminum and glass, easily recycled and non-toxic. The author is in the fossil fuel industry and is not a credible source. Elon Musk, the Tesla billionaire and founder of X, has sadly passed away this morning at age 52. Elon Musk is not the founder of X, formerly known as Twitter. The original... So they're not confirming that he hasn't passed away? Come on. The Dubai work ethic is crazy. They do construction work 24/7, no breaks. Western culture starts at 9 AM, finishes at 5 PM. Here they just keep working. This is the level we have to get to. Dubai and the rest of the UAE have the kafala system, a brutal modern form of indentured servitude. Well, I've already been able to see the first 30 minutes of the movie at a special screening in Barcelona. They paid for my flight, the hotel, various gifts, a McFarlane, a bucket of popcorn, and they told me that if I speak well of it, they would do promos with me. I'm not going to lie, the movie is bad. The user boasts about a screening of the Superman movie without being the one who was invited and uses the photo of another user who has seen the movie. Japanese lawmakers are considering making AI Studio Ghibli images illegal. This is wrong. It just quotes officials wondering if the images constitute copyright infringement or not under the current law. A lot of laws will be changed because of AI. The developer behind The Thing Remastered says Nintendo Switch 2 game keycards are a little disheartening. The image used in the post is misleading. None of the titles are actual game keycards. A list of all game keycard games currently on the market is available here. So who was your first kiss? Katy Perry? The contestant, Benjamin Glaze, has confirmed being asked for his consent prior to kissing Katy Perry and said he did not feel assaulted. The only offender in this video is Benjamin himself, who has been arrested for That took a massive 180. In honor of Blurryface 10 years anniversary, the like button turns into one of the 9 circles of the album cover. No, it doesn't. World's fattest cat, Crumbs, dies weeks after going to a feline camp. So you mean they killed him? Well, no. He died due to extensive layers of flab, which was hidden under his cancerous tumors. You shouldn't let your animal get this big. I think everyone needs to see a baby dolphin right now. This is AI. This is not what a baby dolphin looks like. How to fix your dopamine-fried brain permanently. It all starts with these 7 simple lifestyle switches. 1. Stop drinking alcohol. The picture on the left is a 2,600-year-old brain, not a drinker's brain. Streaming is way harder than a 9 to 5. I don't care. Be mad about it. This post is engaging in engagement farming or rage baiting. The PS5 turned 4 years old yesterday. That's a 5. Holy hell. What's happening here? It's beautiful though. Sunset. She was so serious too. She was not serious. By the way, you get new skin over 7 years. She's gonna be green for 7 years. 7 years is the average time for all the cells in your body to be replaced, except for a few specific cells that last longer. For skin cells, it takes about a month to replace all your skin. The way having ADHD is such a superpower. Like, what do you mean I can drink some paint and be fine? You can't drink paint and be fine. You are lied about nicotine. It's actually good for you when used right. Give me 60 seconds and I'll blow your mind. Nicotine is a dangerous and highly addictive chemical. It causes major increases in blood pressure, heart rate, flow of blood to the heart, and narrowing of the arteries. This picture has been edited. As you can see by the shadow, it's also important to note that it's not healthy to strive after a body type like that. Europe didn't exist in 986 or 1000. Europe did exist during a period known as the Middle Ages. This period has had a heavy influence on European culture. This gator named Darth Vader only comes when his theme song is played. His name is Darth Gator. What's your favorite shade of green? Noir. And it's green. Nori. Not all snakes are poisonous. Don't run when you see one. Always check first. This diagram is for a specific region within the US and doesn't apply to all snakes worldwide. Many venomous snakes have rounded heads. Many non-venomous can mimic the triangular shape. It's always best to leave snakes alone in the wild, no matter the species of snake. My brother has had an affair with our stepmother for years, and I'm the only one who knows. This is a viral post taken word for word from Reddit. This is a popular engagement farming tactic. Keanu Reeves running off with this camera he stole from a paparazzi. Reeves didn't actually steal a camera. The photo was taken during the filming of Generation the 2012 movie. New GTA 6 official leaks just dropped. These are all fake images. Stop lying, Jordan. Bobcat. After a boy saved him from a fire. This bobcat wasn't saved from a fire. Benji the bobcat suffered a stroke at birth and was a special needs cat. My bro really invented the shovel 2.0. The tech tree is alive to blind you. No innovation is inevitable. No one made this until he made it. No one would have. This is known as an auxiliary handle and has been patented several times, such as by Howard Rosenshine in 1984. He did it. Donald Trump has not worn any squirrel costumes, at least not publicly. This image above is AI. She's not brave. She was having a mental health crisis. Regardless if she's brave or not, she was not having a mental health crisis. Happy 38th birthday to the talented Kia. Kia is 48. Floam commercial. This stuff ended up being more carcinogenic than straight up asbestos for your information. Floam, a children's modeling compound made of tiny foam beads held together with a gel-like substance, is generally considered non-toxic and safe for use when used as intended. Duke Dennis is considering running for US president in 2028. Duke Dennis cannot run for president in 2028 as he will not be 35 years old. A bear chasing a man was filmed accidentally by a drone. This footage wasn't filmed accidentally. It's a staged video involving a trained bear. She's the last person I would expect to not wash her chicken. Cooking chicken at the right temperature is significantly more sanitary than washing in a sink. Does the Fibonacci sequence suggest that time itself is a recursive process? No. What grown adult plays video games? As 2024, there are approximately 1.17 billion people between the ages of 18 to 34 who still play video games, with 1.3 billion more who are 35 plus. Why would people hate Spain? They never colonized anyone, unlike the English. Spain is one of the largest colonizers in history. Doesn't mean you should hate them though. I think most places have colonized. The professional hide-and-seekers versus highly trained FBI. This video involved the Colorado Springs Police Department and SWAT team, not FBI. There was also no $50,000 prize. Don't miss it, sound on. This is a scam. This isn't Tesla news. Elon isn't giving away crypto. Complete scam. Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water. Flint, Michigan has had clean drinking water since 2016. Who's Flint, Michigan? Demi Lovato recording This Is For Me for Camp Rock. The fact she was on drugs in this video, this is not true. This video is from 2007 when Demi Lovato was 15. She said that she tried her first drug for the first time when she was 17. Man urinates on pork products in the Netherlands. We don't need pork, the other man says in English. I would just stay away from the whole country. It's a staged video. King Charles went to the Gladiator 2 premiere last night. Denzel Washington was told to stop speaking to fans and go speak to King Charles. And he said, no. Well done. That's what everyone needs to say to him. The person who started this rumor has confirmed that Denzel Washington did not say this at all. Checks. That's checkers. Post your favorite desire paths. These are paths that naturally form as a result of bad planning. They are called cow paths. Nobody calls them desire paths. These paths are, in fact, widely referred to as desire paths. 9 to 5 old heads can't keep up with my movement. This person is claiming that this is part of the COD Recon perk. It's not. It only lasts for 5 seconds. This is a wool cheat hack. Could have just said they were hacking and left it at that. Twitch has banned Kaisernet on his second day of Mafiathon. Important context. Kaisernet was swatted. Twitch bans streamers while they get swatted for safety reasons and usually unbanned within 24 hours. Visual proof that we allocate too much exclusive space to bikes. Bikers share the road. Humans are usually wider than bike tires. Ever wondered how your dishes get cleaned at restaurants? For context, it's generally recommended to scrape off food particles and rinse tableware before placing them in a commercial dishwasher to prevent clogging filters and spray arms. I remember when I used to work at a cafe when I was 14, I would always burn my hand cleaning the dishes. My hands would come back so red. My girlfriend told me she was pregnant, so I had it arranged to move all her stuff out behind her back. We were dating for a year and a half when she moved in with me. I'm 25 now. Weeks ago, I got home from work and my girlfriend was standing in the living room, smiling. She showed, this is a fake post to promote OF account. This user writes this type of thread regularly for publicity. Nintendo 64 is returning in 2025 with a 4K version for $249.99. This is a hardware emulated version of the N64 made by Analog and is not made by Nintendo. Finding out that Sky Jackson is the niece of Michael Jackson just makes this situation so worse. Sky Jackson is not related to Michael Jackson. If Mike Tyson defeats Jake Paul today, I will give $1,000 Bitcoin to one person who likes this post and is following me. Fake news. This account frequently advertises fake giveaways for engagement and farming purposes. My job accidentally put 4,000 hours on my coworker time card and his check was $135,000. He quit the next day and now they can't find him. Recycled post. Voting for your own deportation is absolutely insane to me. In the US, only citizens can vote. Just learned tonight at Mar-a-Lago that Jeff Bezos was telling everyone that Trump would lose for sure, so they should sell all their Tesla and SpaceX stock. Nope, 100% not true. According to Jeff, this is 100% not true. Are you eating Bill Gates' fake food? This fruit is not fake, it's just not ripe. World's fattest cat, Crumbs, dies weeks after going to a feline fat camp. So you mean they killed him? Well, no, Crumbs died due to the extensive layers of flab had hidden his cancerous tumors. He was not killed by the kitty fat camp. Rest in peace, Crumbs. Breaking. Jake Paul has challenged Jimmy Carter, age 100, to a boxing match after beating Mike Tyson. Okay, this is a rate proposed, so not a verified community note. No community note. It's real. It's not real. Does anyone know what this is? This is a digitally altered video. It's Electro from Spider-Man. If we are indeed living in a simulation, then there is no better proof than The Simpsons. The episode Trumptastic Voyage was made in 2015, after the event, not in 2000. PSA, the F in PDF stands for file, so you don't need to say PDF file, it's redundant. PDF stands for portable document format. Please ignore the community note. Wikipedia is not a reliable primary source. Just because Wikipedia is used doesn't make that particular note wrong. Adobe, the company that curated the PDF file type, also says that it stands for portable document format. YouTube is reportedly testing a homepage layout without view counts and upload dates. YouTube has clarified this is false. This layout only appears when certain extensions are installed. Clint Eastwood, then and now, 94 years old. Not a recent image. The photo on the right was taken in New York, 2013. Eastwood was 83. A father's surprise for his son, who overdosed on alcohol. This is a prank from the YouTube channel Top Notch Idiots. The prank was performed on the channel by other channel members as revenge, not by his father due to alcohol. Again, I ask, where is the main villain of the movie? Mighty convenient that Captain America now has a full face mask. Okay, this person's just being racist. This figure comes from a Lego set of a sky-based battle, and it's not the character's main outfit. The suit version without the mask has been used in essentially all the marketing material for the film, including on the very box of this Lego set. No way Playboi Carti changed the song's name to 2025. He did not. This movie will blow you away. This scene is not from any movie. This is from a TV show named Debris. Soda Stereo is just an American version of the Police. Soda Stereo was an Argentinian band. Today, the VR MMORPG Sword Art Online came to an end thanks to Kirito's effort. All 6,147 remaining players were logged out by the system and saved. While the remaining players are still alive, roughly 300 have yet to wake up. It is currently unclear why this is the case, and the related investigation is still going on. The Beatles are nominated for Record of the Year at the Grammys for Now and Then, which incorporates AI technology. They have never won this category. The term AI vocals is misleading. Machine learning software was used to isolate Lennon's real vocals from its piano accompaniment in a home recording. Pretty obvious who is at fault. Honda straight up ran a red light. This is not how signalized intersections are programmed. The oncoming lanes had a yellow light as well, meaning the Honda had right of way through the intersection and the turning vehicle. McLaren is required to yield. PS5 Pro crazy download speed. 6 minutes left to download 38 gigabytes? Damn. In the comment thread underneath the tweet, the original poster confirmed that they have a gigabit connection with the ISP. Gigabit connection support has been standard on gaming devices since the base PS4 back in 2013, and this is not a feature of the new PS5 Pro. Oh great, the Marines found my tweet. This post contains an undisclosed ad for the Straw Hat Pirates, a criminal organization. Best community note ever. Should I do One Piece memes? Ain't no way the FIFA president was this upset over Miami's loss. This is a digitally altered image. The real photo is from June 2024, when Gianni Infantino attended a Copa America match between Argentina and Canada. Freaking out while bodies slide past you on Mount Everest. This is not Mount Everest. This is from an avalanche. 13 people were injured and 1 died who was skiing. These people sliding by are not dead. The default branch on GitHub repost is back to master. Nature is healing. GitHub's default branch name is still main and has not changed back to master. This is verifiable via GitHub's document page or by creating a new repository yourself. Incredible new image of Saturn. This cannot be a recent photo. Saturn is currently near its equinox. The day and night boundary must therefore go from pole to pole, and the ring shadow should be visible near the equator. This image shows the situation around a solstice, last seen 15 years ago. A 1500-year-old bathtub known as the Sabitla in Tunisia. This is a baptismal font used for religious rituals, not a bathtub as the poster suggests. This is not whiskey but cognac from Mason's Martel, and this bottle sells for less than 4K. The Eras tour officially ends in 7 days. It ends in 21 days since this was posted. This is a cow. No community note. It's real. First look at DanTDM and all these other YouTubers for this Minecraft movie. Important context is missing. This tweet may lead readers to believe that these YouTubers make appearances in the film. The movie finished filming in April. These YouTubers visited to do promotion for a trailer that is set to release tomorrow. I can't believe that was a young President Trump. That is not Donald Trump. Painting women as villains for who they date is extremely sexist. Michael and Janet Jackson are brother and sister, not a couple. Catherine and Joe Jackson are their parents. People do realize Sonic is a nobody outside America, right? This tweet is rage bait targeted at Sonic fans. Do not give this poster attention. This post contains blatantly inaccurate information. Sonic has risen in popularity in Japan and is already extremely popular in places like the UK and Australia, but also popular worldwide. I've been watching storm tracks since the 1980s. The amount of times I've seen a hurricane start there and move eastward like that? 0. Since 1851, there have been 14 storms that originated in the Gulf of Mexico and tracked eastward. The most recent was Earl in 1998. This is a parody account, and the image was generated by AI. What an amazing toxic couple. This is not a couple. These are two individuals on an internet show. Don't call it price controls. How price gouging bans really work. The same author called it price controls when the UK proposed voluntary caps in grocery store profits. No. Did Kendrick drop today? He was wrong, he did. 97-year-old Pizza Pit still serves their slurp the old-fashioned way. This is an undisclosed ad for Slurpco. The map where it all began. This is not where it all began. The map on display here is a copy of the original Desert Zone Wars by Joe Tape, commonly referred to as one of the most popular zone wars. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Male and female are human constructs, so they didn't exist at all before humans. The sex binary of male and females producing small gametes, sperm, pollen, and large gametes, eggs, ova, respectively has been around for over over 1 billion years. They existed even when humans weren't around to name them. Bad Bunny has endorsed Kamala Harris. He's not even American. Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Community note noting a comment is so weird. You are obsessed with me. Correction. We are not obsessed with you. We are just preventing the spread of misinformation. My original comment is correct. He is not American. He is Puerto Rican. Once again, Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Without Googling, name a famous historic battle. Oh, this again? Puerto Ricans are united. Okay, I think we know. Poppy's trolling. She's baiting. Even more. Stop. Just stop. This video is staged. They bury the fox in its hole and staged the rescue for engagement. Oh, yeah, I have seen a few videos like this. What kind of sicko do you have to be to put an animal in discomfort or danger and then record yourself saving it like you're doing an honorable thing? Hey, it'll come back to bite you. How come no one is talking about this? Table leg? Table leg? Table leg? I don't know what you mean. I don't know. If Bugs Bunny drops an iron anvil from the top of a building into a pool of liquid mercury, the anvil will fall through the surrounding medium of less dense air, but will float in the liquid mercury because mercury has a density nearly twice that of iron. Gravity is stupid. The only thing this video proves is that iron is less dense than mercury. It does nothing to disprove gravity. Also, gravity is a factor in the formula for buoyancy. Lana Del Rey talks her fears with Italian Vogue. I just got a weird feeling something bad is heading my way. Like when you see an Asian person behind. Okay, what the fuck? Lana Del Rey has never stated this. No, why are they even lying about this? Best RTS games to keep the turns coming. Real-time strategy games, by definition, do not have turns. I had been totally unaware of this atrocious job Disney did with the anniversary release of Sword in the Stone on Blu-ray. No doubt the artists who worked on the movie would have been horrified. People's reliance on AI is literally ruining everything. This isn't the work of AI upscaling. The Blu-ray is from years prior and simply has digital noise reduction gone. Security guard at the Neptune nightclub in Australia breaks some dude's neck. The patron survived this incident and did not suffer a broken neck in the assault. His injuries include split eyebrow. The security guard has since been released by his employer and sentenced to 4 months suspended sentence. 4 months, is that it? He should be, locked up for at least 5 years. But, I haven't watched the video, so I don't know the context. Maybe, the guy attacked the security guy or was trying to fight him. I don't know. Roseanne Pansio reveals she's smoking her dad's ashes in her new Instagram story. His dying wish was to be grown in. Rosanna herself replied to this post, confirming she did not in fact smoke her dad's fart. This is really nasty, the fact that she had to confirm this. That's really sad. If Jake Paul wins, I'll show my body. Okay, let's blur her name. Let's make sure she gets no promo. In fact, I'm gonna blur her face too. In fact, I'm gonna blur the whole image so you guys are just wondering what I'm talking about.